is the tea about grad school. Nobody gonna say it, I'm gonna say it. Be knowledgeable about what you're doing because this is your life now. This is your career that you're working towards. No, baby, God said now, and who am I to deny him? Like,
if you see me and you tryna see what's up, he wanna fuck with me, then I'ma have him stuck. Bitch looking bad and got a stupid black. Jewelry on your wrist, fucking hold it up. When I holla ski, that be pull up.
not sponsored. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel-Gifty for those that are new here. This is my channel. We just talk about school, fashion, beauty, anything you want, you got it right here on this channel. I'm actually kind of nervous to get in front of the camera because it's been a minute. Like, I have not sat down and got in front of this camera to talk to y'all in a couple of months. This is a highly requested video that I have just been putting off for some time. I have been in school, getting my master's, getting to that bag, and I just been a little bit busy. So I'm really excited to be back and be able to talk to you guys one-on-one. For those that are here listening, I hope you guys enjoy this video because what we're about to get into is the tea about grad school, specifically Cornell University edition and Masters of Healthcare Administration edition. So let's get into that. So over these past few months, a lot of people have been reaching out to me via Instagram and just telling me that they've either seen my YouTube videos or my TikToks about me being here at Cornell for grad school, studying health administration, and they just want to know how that's like and any tips, you know, all that fun stuff. I've been answering people individually, but it's like the request never stops. So might as well just make a video and have everybody tune into this one place. So before we begin, I just want to quickly talk about my first year of grad school. So classes actually ended on Tuesday. Today is Thursday. Classes ended on Tuesday. I don't really have any finals. I just have a project, 2 projects to do. And I'm gonna get that done. Like, I'm not really even worried about that. But Cornell University's Sloan program in health administration has been nothing but blissful to me. I am so blessed. And I know you guys saw my move-in video way back when, a couple months ago. Damn, how long ago was that? This is so crazy. But I know you guys saw that video and I was just like, didn't even know what to expect. That video, I was just so emotional, leaving behind my family and my really good girlfriends. Like, oh my God. But I am so grateful that God has put me in this place here at Cornell. And I've met amazing people in my program, my advisors, my professors, just amazing. They really want what's best for you, what you want for yourself as well, and they push you to get there. So this is like kind of like my testimony, right? So I am such a spiritual person, and I just think that everything really does happen for a reason. Everything really happens the way that it's meant to. Even if you think that things are not working out in your favor, it actually is, because it's going how it's supposed to be. Does that make sense? So I was just having like a lot of doubt, and I was just like, maybe I shouldn't have even continued getting my master's right now. Maybe I should have just continued working, because at the time I had a full-time job. And I was like, maybe I should just continue working just for a little bit more. No, baby, God said now, and who am I to deny him? Like, everything really worked out exactly how it's supposed to, and I am so grateful day in and day out. I was telling some of my friends, I was like, I could be having the worst day of my life and I will still wake up smiling, wake up grateful because I'm here, I'm blessed, I'm breathing, and I'm getting shit done. Okay, let's talk about it. And then I just had like, I was having all that doubt. This is what I was gonna say. I was having all that doubt, and then I had a 180 come this semester, this spring semester. And I just became a lot closer to my classmates. I really started to confide in them. I don't know, life just changed and it just got so much better comparing it to last semester. And I think it's because last semester I was still like in denial, still really confused, kind of dreading being in a place so far away from home. It's really not even that far, it's only 3 hours. But this is far from me, okay? It's far from me. So yeah, I just did a full 180 and I think God really just put me in this period of isolation because I needed to grow. That's the best way I can put it. I just needed to grow. So he put me in this period of isolation and was like, we're gonna work on you. And that's exactly what he did. He did not take his hands off me because the way that I've just been grinding, glowing, growing, I mean, can't y'all see it? Come on now. But okay, so that's like kind of like my testimony. I'm just really grateful to be where I'm at, and I'm saying all this now because I know I was supposed to do this video months ago, but it's just the fact that like, what would I have said months ago? Like, now my semester is over, I could really get into the tea about Cornell, about the Sloan program, about everything. So yeah, so we're gonna start. So y'all been asking and I'ma deliver. So here we go. I don't know if y'all can see it, but it's just, I just screenshotted it because I can't, you know. All right, so let's start. So I got this DM. It says, good morning. I know you don't know me and congrats on Cornell. I apologize if this is strange, but I'm a high school senior going to Rutgers, New Brunswick in the fall. I'm highly considering changing my major to public health and study the administration part of it, but I haven't had the opportunity to learn more about it. It's an inspiration to see a Black woman achieve, and if you can give me some insight, I would appreciate it so much. Okay, so as you guys know, I did go to Rutgers for my undergrad. Go Scarlet Knights. I studied public health at Rutgers and I loved all my professors, my advisors. Public health at Rutgers, I feel like, okay, so I was originally doing pre-med, but then I kind of had an epiphany after going to West Africa with my dad in 2021, and I just changed my whole route to public health and minoring in health administration. I have no regrets, obviously, because I love what I do and I love who I do it for, which is my people back home in Liberia. I do everything for them. So what I could say is the public health program for undergrad at Rutgers is really good. I don't think it's really that intensive. Rutgers is a Big Ten school. I feel like a lot of the public health classes that I took it was like those big lecture hall type classes, or you have math people in your classes. Blaustein School is amazing. The advisors and professors, they're really there to help you. So I don't think it shouldn't be that difficult. Regardless, you have to put in time and effort when it comes to your schooling. Time management is definitely a big thing. I think you also said you were debating whether to do public health or health administration for undergrad. I did not do a major in health administration for my undergrad. I did a minor, and I believe for the minor we had to do maybe like 12 credits for health administration classes. I believe it was 12, and it could have changed, and I also could be wrong, but that's like 4 classes. So yeah, I think I just went over that, and I probably took about like 6. And because of that, I actually got to waive a lot of my health administration classes here, my core classes here at Cornell, because I took them in undergrad. So if you're able to take both, I would say just do it, because to be honest, they kind of go hand in hand. I think once you further your education, if you're looking into getting a master's, then that's when it really differentiates. So this one person said, they said, "Hi, sorry to bother you, but I came across your TikTok of getting into Cornell for your MHA, and first of all, I want to say congratulations. I was also wondering if you had any tips or advice to offer as I'm looking to follow the same path. Thanks so much and congrats again. Thank you. For an MHA program, I don't think that you need a lot of prior experience. And I say this because obviously I did public health, which is kind of, it's in a similar path, similar realm. But some of my classmates came from completely different backgrounds, whether it's like engineering or like computer science. I don't even know what some of them did. Some of them definitely are doctors and nurses and come from like a health administration or like businessy background, but some of them, this is their first time doing anything healthcare related. So I don't really think that you need to have experience in healthcare as a background coming into an MHA program, but it does look good. But I think what looks better is just the way that you present yourself and the way that you answer those interview questions. So for your master's program, they're definitely going to interview you and just try to learn more about you, your interests, and why you're interested in the program as well. And I think it's really the way that you sell yourself, not really based off of your background, anything like that. And I say that because for my MHA program, it's required that we have an internship in the summer. And I got an internship, I'm gonna say in a second, but originally in the beginning of the year, people had started getting their internships probably like September. School started in August, baby. People was out there getting their internships. I was applying and it was just like rejection, 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 rejection after rejection. And I was kind of getting down on myself, like, damn, like, am I not good enough? Like, what is happening? I have the healthcare background, I have the grades, I did public health in undergrad, I was working full-time for some time. What is it? And it had nothing to do with my skill set at all. It's just not what the people were looking for. I can't be mad at them. If I'm not what you want, then I'm not what you want, So I say that to say, coming into an MHA program is kind of like that as well. You don't really need that experience. It's really just the way that you sell yourself. That is one of my biggest tips, just to get into the program. As long as you sell yourself, present yourself well, and just a friendly person, just be yourself, honestly, you should have no problem getting into the program. The best thing is to be passionate about what you're doing, because I also think that coming into these programs, they don't want just someone who just wants a master's degree. I've interviewed some people that were supposed to come into the program, and sometimes their why is a little bit confusing. It's like, you say that you want to do healthcare administration, but the whole time you're talking to me about like something really unrelated. So just show that you're passionate. Show your why. Oh, my camera died, y'all, but we're back. Someone else said, how are you liking Cornell and the MHA program so far? Love it. Cornell is amazing. And let's just go back to my testimony. I was so upset that I was here because it's in the middle of nowhere. But I think that was just my personal period of isolation, which I did not realize at the time. And I needed to be in this space to really grow. And Cornell will make you grow, girl. It will make you grow. I love Cornell. I love the people. This place to me is just so niche. They have a lot of cute eateries, restaurants, waterfalls, places to go, so nature-esque. So I think it's really niche. It has to be something that you're really willing to come to, because they have other if you're looking to go to Ivy League, they have other Ivy Leagues in the city and stuff. I do not regret coming to Cornell at all. Cornell is my baby. It's now my bitch. It's my baby. So yeah, And like I just said, the MHA program is wonderful. I've met so many amazing people. Honestly, some of my closest friends now I've met in this program, and I know we're gonna be friends for a very long time. Because you know, some people you're just friends with them because of proximity, and then some people they're your actual, like, I'm rocking with you for real, you know? And I've definitely met people like that in this program. So grateful. And I feel like I'm learning a lot as well. That's one thing. I feel like undergrad was kind of just like, because of like COVID and everything, I think I kind of lost momentum when it comes to like learning back then. But Cornell brought that out of me again, and like it's really forcing me to learn, and I love learning. I love being more knowledgeable, especially in a field that I'm passionate about. So this is my life, and I'm loving it. You can't come in here with a bad mindset because you just won't enjoy it. And I know that I've heard stories about undergrads who didn't like their experience, and I could see why though, because coming from a Big Ten school, we had time to go out and do anything we wanted to do. And you could do that here too as an undergrad, but I think it's just such a smaller population. I hope this is making sense. So I could see how some Cornell undergrads might not like it. I don't know, that wasn't my experience. But as a master's student, I think you're growing up, you're getting older, you're getting wiser. There's no reason that you shouldn't like this place. Like, I personally love it. I think it's perfect for me. Someone said, can you give an overview of the topics that'll be taught during the program? So, I could just name a few. This semester I took finance. That class is so hard. It is so hard. I don't even want to talk about it. Finance was really hard. I also took population health. Love the professor. That lady has my heart, like, actually. And I took her class last semester, addiction medicine. That was an amazing class too. You learn a lot about the community, Tompkins County, which is where Cornell is located, and how there's a little bit of like a drug crisis in the outside area of the city. And you get to go to drug court and hear people's stories, and addiction medicine, that's what I'm talking about. And obviously population health is almost related to public health. So I just love that class. I love that professor. Another class I took was desktop modeling for the MHA program. That's just learning how to use Excel, Microsoft Access, Word, PowerPoint, how to use it like to the highest ability that you can. And I think it's worth it. I'm working on a project for that class right now, and the project is taking me 10 years. So, what other classes did I take? I know last semester I waived some of my classes, but I know they took healthcare organizations, which at Rutgers is kind of like US healthcare systems, because you go over different whatever. And then I think they also took regressions, which is basically statistics. I took that in undergrad. So I waived that as well. And I'm trying to think of other classes they took. Oh, last semester we took HR and healthcare organizations. That was a good class too. That's a good professor. I think next year we're taking like microeconomics, healthcare economics. I know we have capstone next year, which I'm excited for, because I like hands-on work. Hands-on work is where I'm at. Like, give me the hands-on stuff. They said, what kind of job / volunteer experience is needed for MHA? I kind of already touched on this, but you don't really need any job or volunteer experience. I think that it looks good if you have it. So for me, at Rutgers, for the public health major, they required you to have an internship during your last year, junior year going into senior year, I believe. And I did an internship at a healthcare system in Trenton, New Jersey, and I just did research for them. Nothing crazy. Honestly, I probably shouldn't even say this, but I don't think I really liked my internship. But I did it, and that was, that was really the only full experience that I had during that time, I think. And then I graduated a semester early, so I was able to work. but by that time I had already got accepted into Cornell. So yeah, my main background was in my undergrad, like the education that I had. But as for work experience, I do have some volunteer experience too, but it wasn't anything like crazy. Someone said, was it difficult to go straight from undergrad to getting your MHA? So I did go straight from undergrad, but I had a semester break because, like I just said, I graduated a semester early. It's not difficult at all. I'm the type of person where I need to be in that momentum, and since I was just coming from undergrad, I didn't feel that it was like such a big change, like being in a classroom setting again. And I hear that that could be a difficulty for some people that take a few years off and then try to get their master's, because at that time you might not want to. Like, you're already making a bunch of money, you've been working for some time, the money's looking good. For me, that's why I just did it, because you just gotta keep it going, gotta keep getting your education, girl. Yeah, so I don't think it was difficult. I think it's actually the perfect time to do it, in my opinion, is to go from undergrad and get your master's. Other people are different. Some people do want to take breaks, and that's okay. But yeah. Someone said, what were some studying tips you used in undergrad to be successful? A lot of people might not be messing with this, but I love the libraries. Sometimes you could do the work in your bedroom, but I just feel like your bedroom should just be your safe space, and there should be no work done in the bedroom. So go to the library and you will see how much you're able to knock off your list. Like, if you have 10 assignments, if you just spend at least like 4 hours, 3 hours in the library, get yourself a little snack, a little drink, you'll be done. You'll probably have nothing left when you're done at the end of the day. So yeah, and then obviously, like I said, time management is a big one. Studying tips, I keep everything in a planner. I was using a like a written planner. I always get my planners from Target. I was using it, but then I recently lost it and I don't know where it is. I think I left it in like Liberia or Ghana, which I'm so upset about because that was my favorite. But I just manage, and now I use Google Calendar for everything. And there was also this app called like Structure app or Structural app. And I was using that for some time too. Also, I think it just depends on you, because I know some people like to study in groups. Some people study better by themselves. I study better by myself because if I'm studying with someone else, I just feel a lot of pressure. Like, how are you understanding this and I'm not understanding this? Or like vice versa. So sometimes I like to study by myself, but that's just me. They said, do you think GPA is a priority to get into a school like Cornell for a master's? I think that it is not a priority, but it's definitely important. But I don't know, I graduated undergrad with 3.5 or 3.6 or something. And yeah, I don't really know anybody else in Cornell. Out of my Cornell friends, I don't know anybody that got here having a GPA lower than like a 3.0 or 3.2. I don't really know. I would say it's probably not a priority, but I feel like you should have a good GPA. Someone said, any advice for public health Rutgers majors? Shout out to all my public health girlies. I think the best advice I could say is definitely connect with your professors. They will be the ones that give you good letters of recommendation when you need it, whether it's for a job or to get your master's or whatever it is that you might need. And that is one thing that I wish that I did more in undergrad, was really connect with my professors and stuff. Because I have probably like 2 or 3 I probably have like 2 that I could connect with right now if I needed something, but even them, they wouldn't be the first people that I go to. So I really wish that being there, I made that like deep connection. I think COVID played a part in that messing up for me as well. And then obviously me going from pre-med to public health a little bit late in my journey, around like junior year. I think that also played a role. But definitely connect with your professors. Yeah. Another thing that I want to say is, if any undergrads are watching this, if you have the chance to study abroad, nobody asked this question, I'm just saying it off the dome. If you have the chance to study abroad, I would do it. If there's one thing that I think that I missed out on during undergrad, it would have to be studying abroad. And I feel like I didn't really know much about the study abroad program at Rutgers. Rutgers is such a big school that I feel like they don't really make a lot of things available to you. Like, you really have to go out and like figure that shit out on your own. And that's the difference between like, I feel like a Big Ten school versus like a niche program at Cornell, my master's program. Because it's like, at Cornell, in my master's program, they really will provide things for you and they really want you to succeed. Like, they really want you to succeed out here. They do not want to see you fail. Whereas at Rutgers, it's just so many people. It's like, you're just like you're just there. Does that make sense? Whereas in my master's program, I feel seen, I feel heard, I feel known. Someone said, what specifically do you plan on doing with your degree? For me personally, I want to work in the hospital setting. I hope to get involved in different departments. Right now, I would say my ideal niche and what my focus is right now is heavily based on health equity measures in the hospital setting. I think health equity in marginalized communities, or just any community in general, is really what is a driving force in hospital settings. And it's really what gets people good access to healthcare. So that is what my niche is as of right now. And you see how I did health equity, that comes from my public health aspect. And then I just put it with my master's degree in health administration. Ta-da! So that's what my focus is. I've always had a love for like maternal and child health too, but I don't have a lot of experience in that realm besides my one research internship that I did way back when. And yeah, so that would be something that I want to delve into as well. But I didn't say this earlier, but I actually landed a summer internship. Your girl is going to Palo Alto, Silicon Valley, California. I'm so excited. Okay guys, I was saying this before, rejection after rejection after rejection, and it's required to have an internship in my MHA program. Not all MHA programs, just letting y'all know, because I know some of my other friends are in different MHA programs across the United States, and it's not required for them to have a summer internship. It's recommended, but it's not required. I was so scared. I was like, oh my god, I don't have an internship. Everybody has an internship. What am I gonna do? And then one day I got the call. They said, you are our top applicant, baby. I said, hold on. Y'all talking about me? Me? And they're like, yeah, like you have a very passionate focus on health equity and we need you in our hospital system. I leave in 2 weeks. I have not bought a flight ticket yet. I'm going home today to go back to Jersey and spend time with my family and friends. And yeah, I leave in 2 weeks and I'm just like, this is so crazy. By the time you guys see this video, I'll probably be on my way. If you feel like your world is crashing down around you, left and right, and there just feels like there's nothing you could do, everybody is against you, like you're just not landing the stuff that you want to land, it's not. It's gonna be okay. It's just a bad day. It's not a bad life. Or maybe just a bad couple days. Or maybe just a bad week and a half. Maybe 2 weeks. But it's okay. It's gonna get better. It will get better. Never been on the West Coast. So I'm excited to see what I learned. I'm so eager to learn. Like, I want to come back in the fall and be able to tell everybody, I learned this, I learned this, I learned this, and I learned that. And you can't tell me nothing about my field because I know what I did and I know what I'm doing. Someone said, what jobs in health administration can you get? So you could work in the hospital, in any field, whether it's like maybe CEO, chief medical officer, chief financial officer. You could also, I know some people in my program are actually doing like pharmaceuticals, they're doing big pharma or like biotech. Other people are doing consulting, and consulting makes a lot of money. Okay, if nobody wants to say it, I'm gonna say it. Consulting be making a lot of money, but that's just not what I was interested in. So yeah, those are like places that you can go with health administration. I know some people at Cornell, we also have the MBA school, it's called like Johnson or something, and they have a health administration like concentration. That's another thing to think about. You could get a business degree, like a master's in business, whatever it's called, business administration, and have a healthcare focus, because then you can still do anything that you want in the business world, but you have that healthcare background. So I would say MHAs are a lot more niche because it's really, really, really healthcare based. You learn everything about healthcare. And that's what I really like about it though, because I know this is where I want to be. Somebody said this, hi, I know this may be crazy to ask, but I was thinking about applying to Cornell, but I don't know if I would even qualify to get in. Can you give me any academic tips or advice about your application process, please, and thank you. So, academic tips, do good in school. There is nothing cute about not being a scholar, not being good in school, I swear. Like, people be making fun and laughing if they're like failing all their classes. Like, that shit is not cute. It's not cute. So pass your classes and study hard. Build a good routine when it comes to like your academics. You know, set aside time just to learn more about what it is that you want to do. And yeah, she said Cornell in general. She didn't say like MHA. So I think she just wants to come to Cornell for her master's. So I would say about my application, I wrote a very killer, what is it called? Statement of purpose. I wrote a killer statement of purpose. And I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, it took me about like maybe 4 weeks to write, because I kept going back and I kept editing it. I'm like, no, I don't want to say this, I want to say that. And I'm really proud of it to this day, actually. So I think your statement of purpose is a big outlier in grad school applications, especially for the Ivy Leagues. I'm not really sure about other schools besides Cornell, but I think statement of purpose is really where it's at. I think my grades in undergrad were pretty good. I got mostly A's in everything, maybe a B here and there. The only C I had was in microeconomics because that class was hard. So, just being honest. Yeah, but you see C's get degrees, y'all, because look where I'm standing. Yeah, and just be honest in your application. Don't have your resume, because for grad school, you need to submit a resume as well. I would say make sure that you're able to back up your resume, because I have heard stories about people who have so many things, so many good things on their resume, but then when they're asked about it in their interview session, it's like they don't even know what you're talking about, you know? So make sure you're able to back up everything that you're saying on your resume or your or your statement of purpose, because even me, when I was interviewing people to come into the Sloan program, I would ask them questions that pertain to what they wrote about in their statement of purpose, just so they could like tell me a little bit more about it, because some people have really cool lives. Some statement of purposes are really, really good, so sometimes you just want to hear more about it. So make sure whatever you're submitting, you're able to back it up. So this person said, I hope you don't mind me reaching out, but I was on YouTube searching for Cornell grad students in life in Ithaca. I came across your videos, and when I checked your Instagram, I realized we had mutuals. I just got into their MBA program, and I wanted to figure out housing. I'm from New York. I have a license. They just said basically anything you can tell me about it, I would appreciate it. So I don't know too much about the MBA program. I'm not in it, but I know that a lot of the MBAs, they're like older. I don't know if they're ever gonna see this, but I'm 23. I just turned 23 in November. And most of the MBAs are like 28, 29, 30-ish, because I think that for an MBA, you have to work and have work experience before you can come back for your master's. And the health administration program is not like that. But the MBA program, this is a black woman asking, so I'm gonna speak on the black people in the MBA program that I know. It seems like they be having a good time. It's a lot of them actually. There's a lot of black people in the MBA program here at Cornell. Yeah, they have a lot of events. They're a little bit like, I think they're kind of in their own world. Life in Ithaca, I could say, life in Ithaca is what you make it to be. I don't think anyone should come here expecting to just be handed everything like spoon-fed. That's not how it works. You definitely have to go out of your way to make friends and connect with people and network. And I think that is the best way to have a good experience here in Ithaca, here at Cornell, is if you really put an effort. Okay guys, I think that was kind of it for the questions. Hopefully I didn't run through them too fast, but yeah, people were just telling me to make a video so people can reference it, and that's what I did. You guys asked, so I delivered. I feel like healthcare is such a big field, but I feel like it's a field where everybody knows everybody. So with that being said, it's just important to really make good lasting impressions on your peers, your classmates, your advisors, your department heads, whoever it may be, because at the end of the day, you never know when you're gonna need someone. I love my MHA program. I have no regrets choosing here over anywhere else. And I've heard about other MHA programs, and you know, especially the other Ivy League ones in their program, so they're not really able to connect with like their professors and stuff. And I thought that was sad, because here at Cornell in our MHA program, we're able to connect. We're able to network, because it's only in my cohort, there's only 30 of us, and the cohort before me, there's like 25 of them. And then I think in the incoming cohort, class of 2026, it might be like 30 of them again. So everybody knows everybody. It's just good to make those good long-lasting connections with your classmates and peers. Cornell itself has a lot of good opportunities just to network with people outside of your program, and they provide a lot, I won't lie. Like this school year alone, we went to Atlanta for NASI. That was a case competition I was in. If you are a person of color thinking of joining a healthcare organization, NAHSE now, yeah, NAHSE. First, we went to Boston, and Boston was fun. So our program paid for us to go to Boston. We went to Boston for like maybe 3 days. That was a conference, really fun. And obviously you work and then you play. And then after that was Atlanta. Atlanta was a vibe. Atlanta was so much fun. I'm so sorry I didn't vlog all these experiences for you guys. I just had to take it in for myself. But Atlanta was so fun. I have all the memories on my phone, on my Instagram highlights. So if y'all want to see what I was doing, where Cornell took us this year. After Atlanta was Chicago, right? Yeah. So we went to Chicago, and that was actually in March. Chicago was also so much fun. I really enjoyed Chicago. Chicago was for an AHHHH conference, and that was a lot of fun. And then we just recently came back from DC. So in one school year alone, Cornell Sloan has taken us to 4 different cities. And I am so happy. And obviously some of my other classmates, they've been to other places. Like I think some people went to UAB for a case competition. I don't know the other ones, but they've been all over. Oh, California for a case competition. Yeah, it's just a blast. You get to network, you get to meet new people, you get to travel on Cornell dime. Let's be so for real. I know some other MHA programs, they don't do that. So listen, I love my MHA program. Community's just good. Coming here, I don't know if you guys ever saw my video last year where I had gotten accepted, but I hadn't accepted the offer because I was still on the fence, and I was just saying, I thought everybody was gonna be pretentious, but everybody's so cool. And that still stands in my opinion. Everybody here is so cool, so chill, so nice, and so genuine. And a lot of the people that I've met or that I have in my corner now, my good friends, y'all know who you are, they want your best interests. They're really genuine. And just people that I've met these past few months in general, like, I think this spring semester especially, I've been able to put myself out there more in comparison to last semester. This spring semester was a whole lot of fun and I really loved it. Yeah, so I think that's what I really have to say about my MHA program and just getting your master's in general. You know, it's definitely, you have to put in the work because at the end of the day, like, this degree is expensive. It's mad expensive. So you need to really know what it is that you're learning, be knowledgeable about what you're doing, because this is your life now. This is your career that you're working towards. So just put in the effort, put in the work, and you'll be fine. And I would say a lot of times people will be there for you. You just have to make yourself available for them to be there for you. You know, like, sometimes I feel like us as humans, sometimes we like to retreat when things are not going our way and we get embarrassed and stuff like that. Like, no, you have to be open, you have to be honest, you have to state what it is that you need from others sometimes and see how far it gets you. And yeah, I think that's the most of what I have to say. I just have a lot. Like, it's just, these past few months have been crazy. I can't believe I'm here at Cornell University and I'm getting my master's. I have one more year left. And like, I feel myself growing. I'm like, I'm looking back and I'm like, damn, like, how come I'm not 19? No, girl, you are 23, turning 24 in a couple months. Like, so if you guys have any more questions about Cornell as a master's student, or just getting your master's in general, or health administration master's, leave your comments down below and I'll make a part 2 of this video if need be.